Skip that music.
What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the SpacedOut Podcast. It is me, it is I am him, it is Space Cadet, and you are tuned in. Today, we have you're going to be the future champion, right?
Hell yeah.
The future slapbox champion, Nate Burnard.
Yeah.
All right, I said it right. I fucked it up earlier when I was doing my practice runs in the car. I'm like, Nate Burnard. No, that's not it. It's Burnard. Come on. I'll be like, yo, because I be fucking up pie as shit all the time, you know? How you doing today?
Good.
I appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah. So, your next match is what, in 2 weeks?
A week. So next Wednesday, October 25th.
Yeah, you excited?
100%. Ready to go.
You slapped the fuck out that last dude. He tried to act like he ate that shit.
Every single time he's like calling a timeout. You can't call a timeout, you know? So
yeah.
I'm just ready to get it done.
And the fact that you beat, he was from Rochester, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that little beef that we had. And, he originally from Jersey, but he hasn't lived in Rochester mostly, but now he does. He resides there. So it was the battle of the I-90. I said, we got to go ahead and build that story and get it done. And I was able to be on top, and that's all we do.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to turn into a rivalry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's sick to his stomach. He's been part of the Power Slap deal since it first started.
Right.
So for him to lose against me, who's just a newcomer on the thing, I mean, he was sick. I mean, it's hurting him because he wants to, obviously, everyone wants to be a champion.
Right.
But he feels like he's been working harder, doing this, that, and the third. And you can have all the technique and everything in the world, but if you don't have a knack for putting somebody down that's across from you, then it's just not for you.
Yeah. So you were an offensive lineman before you did the power slap.
Defensive lineman.
Defensive lineman.
Yeah.
You played, was it Wisconsin?
I played Southwest Oklahoma State University.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you started at ECC, right?
Yeah, so I played started out, I played at ECC. Both years were great. And then branched out to SWASU, which is Southwest Oklahoma State University. Played DN there for 2 years. And then now just here working, and then figured out, try something new. Did the power slap deal, and I'm enjoying it right now.
Now, I was watching what's it called, like the before your fight.
Yeah.
And then they have to they do boxing, which I was like, yo, this is dope. Because I was like, I wasn't into it until I seen someone from Buffalo was on there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh, I gotta watch this shit now. And I started watching the first when they brought you into Power Slap, I think it was, you came. It was if you were on free agency, and then you came in and you slapped the fuck out of dude, and I was like, yo, damn, this is dope. And then how they're letting you put on for Buffalo every single time, and you're able to be Buffalo this, Buffalo that, and it's dope as fuck. But then I got even more into it, just for the pure fact that there is technique to this shit. Mm-hmm. It's not just slapping the fuck out of someone. Right. And can you explain how you have to slap someone?
I say, so they do a huge rule system. I mean, it's still obviously pretty new, but they do rules based on, clubbing. So clubbing is if you don't hit somebody between, the main mark where you should hit somebody is between the temple and then the bottom of the jaw, right in the sweet spot. That's where you should hit somebody. So if you end up getting somebody in the neck or higher, they consider that a club, and you have to use an open palm. You can't use the heel of your hand only. You can't use your wrist. So that is the technique aspect to it, and they give you counts. So you have to tell the ref what hand you're slapping with, and then with what progression are you using. Are you doing right hand on 1, right hand on 2, right hand on 3.
Right.
So
I was confused at that. I was like, yo, so they can be like 1? You could be like 1 and just be like...
And just crack them, yeah.
1.
So they go ahead, you measure. You always got to start with the measure. So if it's 1, you line up with the 1, and then boom, go.
Yeah.
If it's 2, line up 1, and then 2, go, and then same as 3.
Yeah.
So that takes into play with the technique, making sure you hit them right on the money. Because if you don't, they'll call you a club, and they score it just like how they do with UFC and boxing.
Okay.
They score it based on damage given and damage taken. So if I go ahead, crack him, and he's still standing, he's good. It's based on how he's looking towards the audience. It's based on how, he took the slap, and also based for me, how I'm able to deliver the slap and make sure everything's legal.
Yeah.
And if it ain't, then they're gonna go ahead and count it against me.
Right.
So there's definitely a lot to it, and they brief us every single time, making sure that we're always refreshed on the rules, making sure everything like that. But it's growing. It's fun.
No, yeah, it is. Now it said that your dad is the one who like pushed you to do this, right?
Yeah, we started out. So I live in my own apartment with my girl. So we're just all the time. We'll just go to my folks' house, just kick it and everything, and they'll put on movies or something. We just just normal, just chilling.
Yeah, yeah.
And then one time my sister actually put on like YouTube or whatever. My pops went scrolling around, and then he sees Power Slap. So we just started watching it all as a family. And he's like, you should do this. I'm like, nah. He's like, no, for real, you should do this. So then, I just shrugged it off. And then the next coming week, he just kept like texting me about it. He's like, yo, you should do this every conversation, whatever. So he ended up finally sending me a link to sign up and do it. So I signed up, and immediately, as soon as I put that thing in, the next day, they emailed me. They want my height, weight, picture of me, all these credentials. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I guess it's whatever.
Yeah.
But then they went ghost for like 2 months. So I didn't think nothing of it. We get to, I'm working out. I'm big time in the gym. I love the gym. So I'm working out. I get a phone call from a number that I have no idea. So I just answered it. I answer it, and it turns out it's the talent manager for Power Slap. And they say, hey, what are you doing July 7th and July 4th? I'm like, really nothing. What's up? And then we want to fly you down to Vegas to go ahead and compete in Power Slap. So, all right, cool. So I'm like, just let me know the dates, let me know the times, I'll get a ticket. It's like, no, we're covering it all. We're taking care of everything.
Oh, that's fucking fire.
I'm like, for real? That's crazy. So as soon as that call happened, then everything just been steamrolling since.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
So do you still have a passion for football though?
I do. I still I have a passion for football, but everybody's got I'm not so much of an optimist or a pessimist. I'm more of a realist.
Yeah.
I put things in perspective of myself. So football was fun. I enjoyed that time, but now I'm trying to do something in a different light.
Right.
So right now I do security at the Bills. I'm rocking with them. I've been there for about a year now, and that's fun. It's good pay. It's a great time. Get to be involved with the team and everything. But I know with my degree, I'm wanting to go more into the social media aspect of it, in the sense of like content creation or graphic design, because that's what I've done in school.
I was just about to ask,
Yeah.
what did you go to school for?
Yes.
Graphic design?
So my major was communications, and I double minored in graphic design and public relations. So I love to be able to work with the team in that sense as well. So I know in the future that'll happen, especially with how Power Slap's helping me right now financially. It'll come.
Yeah. So is Power Slap still looking for people to come on there and slap people?
Oh yeah, I got as soon as my second match was over, the town manager Erica, she texted me. She said, "Hey, and she even said this on the first one. She said, if you know anybody from Buffalo that wants to be a part of it, let me know." I'll make sure we push him and go ahead and do this. So I actually called one of my buddies up from the ECC football days, and we've been kicking it since. I told him, I said, hey, you know what I've been doing, power slap, you should do it. And it was kind of like the same thing that how my pops did to me. He was a little hesitant at first. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then he actually just yesterday got back from Vegas from doing the power slap deal. And what they have been doing in the past is they did it like the Ultimate Fighter series. So they'll have all these guys in a house. They'll take guys and train them or show them the techniques, have people, just get right. And then later they'll have like a whole board of, okay, you're competing against this person, you're going to go against this person. And then if you lose, you're eliminated, you do this, whatever. So unfortunately, he's not in Vegas anymore. He's here. So he got eliminated, but they're wanting to bring him back just because of the story of what I'm pushing with Buffalo. And they ask you if you want a nickname or anything, and I chose the Buffalo Soldier.
Yeah.
I was listening to Bob Marley. I'm just like, okay, I'm rocking with the Bob Marley aspect, Buffalo Soldier, but then you take the root of it. In the Civil War, there were actual soldiers, the Buffalo Soldiers, and their motto was, we can and we will. And I mean, that's just badass,
Yeah.
You're gonna make sure you can and you will do whatever it takes. So my whole agenda of pushing it and like giving props and respect to Buffalo is I've grown up here all my life. And I mean, people look at Buffalo and see a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of the problems we have with the storm. They see things with, the shooting that we've had. They see just a lot of these things, but not a lot of people really touch upon the success that we had.
Right.
They look on these bad things, maybe sports teams' past records or all these, but not too many people look at how we're progressing as a city and as a people.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really pushing for. And I mean, these people in Las Vegas and power slapping, they're loving it because no one's really been tapped in with Buffalo on that side. But now, anytime I go, they'll like either do the Bills chant to me or they'll go ahead and say something about Buffalo, and it's big because it's really just showing that we're something more.
Yeah. So what was it that your dad seen in you that you could slap the shit out of somebody?
I say it's more like my competitive nature. I like being competitive, like in everything. It doesn't matter whether it's a mental battle I have with somebody else if we're talking, or if we're if just competing in sports. I like competition. I like aggression and competition. Football, especially being in the trenches, that was big for me. Always being able to tackle somebody or shut off a block, get right. That's what I love. I like physical nature. So he said he looked at me. He's always been in my corner of like, yo, you're obviously a big dude. You should do this and handle that. And we were looking. As soon as I got the call and figured out I was going to be in power slap, we're looking at the roster. We're looking at all the people that are in my division. We're looking at their size, their weight, how they look. And a lot of these guys look like they've just been pick up from a bar. Like none of them are built like me. None of them are me. And I know none of them can do what I can do. So for me to be able to be in here in power slap, I mean, it raises a lot of eyebrows, and a lot of people are, turning their heads towards my direction. Yeah. Because they see, oh, this dude's an athlete. He's really like that.
And the fact that when I was watching that shit, they said that you are dangerous as fuck because of the fact that you come from a football background. Mm-hmm. And that they're like, he's going to go look at their tape. He's going to go and research each person that comes up
100%.
That he's against. And the fact that you said that, I'm like sitting there like, yo, damn. He's fucking doing exactly what they said on TV. Like people, like they thought that he would be doing.
I'm telling you, like with this, like the first match that I had with Stevie Ray Payne, it was a special match too because it was we first debuted, and he was a big dude. He was not just a big dude, but he was athletic. He played football. He has a MMA background. He played football actually at a neighboring college in my division in Oklahoma. So, I mean, we kicked it off real well, but our debut was during the UFC 290 weigh-in show. And so there was a lot of spotlight. There's a lot of attention towards that first match. And then it's been skyrocketing since. After I put him down, then I had a match against Dwayne Crespo. And I look at the rankings. After being unranked, now I'm ranked number 4 against the number 1. And so I'm like, okay, this is something, let's get to it. And whoever wins this one supposedly was supposed to have a title shot match. Now, I win that one. Now coming next week, now I have a title shot match. And for every opponent that's been in this thing, in my notes, I mean, even to this day, I'll go back, I'll look up their YouTube, I'll look up their past things on Rumble with their past power slaps, look up and dissect every single one of their techniques, see what they can do, so I can be able to adjust myself in the best situation.
Now, do you think there's going to be, like, where you guys get to sit down and talk shit to each other?
Yeah. So
I feel like you're going to get in their fucking heads, like, with that shit talking.
Oh, 100%. So how the breakdown, I'll tell you the breakdown. So as soon as we get to Vegas, they go ahead, they pick us up in a smoked out Escalade. Like, it's real deal. As soon as we get off the plane, they have a guy holding up a UFC sign. It says UFC Nate Burnard. All right, boom. So then they put us in the smoked out Escalade, take us straight to the UFC Apex Arena. That's where we check in. We do a lot of media there, content, and then they have us sign. We're probably there for like 2 hours, just signing posters, signing, merch, this, that. As soon as that's done, they debrief us of what the rest of the day is looking like. I don't know what it's going to be like this time. We go back to our hotels. The next day is weigh-ins. So as soon as the weigh-ins go in, we get our weight. As soon as the weigh-ins are over, we face off. So we're looking at our opponent right in the face. Like, they have Dana White right there, or Frank, who's the president of Power Slap. They'll have him in the front, in the middle of us right there. When that's done, then they take the guys on the main card, not the preliminary, but the guys on the main card, they'll take us, and they'll put us in a little forum where we all have a mic, and you shit talk, you shit talk. And you go ahead and say what you gotta say. That's just to build the hype with it. Yeah. But it's cool, man.
No, I like it. It's like, are they doing it like before UFC fights? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
That's dope. Because then it's a little bit more action before the fights.
Mm-hmm. So they had my first match ever. That was during National Fight Week. And so, I mean, they have, even with this one, they'll have, our fight will be on a Wednesday, and that coming Saturday will be or that Friday or Saturday will be a UFC fight. So it's a lot of hype, and it's a lot of build up, and they keep us in the Circa Hotel, and right outside the Circa, the Stadium Swim. So I'm talking massive jumbotron screen at the pool where you see on the left and right side the money lines, the over-unders, and for me to see my name on there, I'm like, bro, like, that's something else, dude.
Yeah, I was mad as fuck I didn't go bet last time.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I got home, I was like, damn, I should have went and bet on Nate. I didn't go bet, and then you won. But you were the favorite in that one, right?
I was the underdog up until we did the face-off.
Yeah.
And then when we did the face-off and they saw the size comparison, that's what I think it was. And then switched immediately. So I think it might be the same. I think he's going to be the favorite, obviously, because he's, has the belt and everything. But I am almost 100% it's going to switch when we go do the face-off. But even if it doesn't, I can be an underdog.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
That's winning me more money.
That's what I'm saying.
That's winning me more money.
That's what I'm saying.
Because, so, have you gotten to meet Dana White then?
Yeah.
Like up face to face, shake his hand, all that.
Face to face. It was the second. The second match, this past one, where I finished my match. That was done, and everyone's rushing me to do interviews, press releases, everything. And then just before it, Dana comes in, and I mean, it was just like, that was a presence itself, you know. He comes in, 2 people on his side, he has assistant, someone else on his side comes in, you know, grabs my hand, shakes, he's like, hey, pleasure to meet you. You did your thing out there. We're excited. I want to let you know right now, Nate, I just got a phone call from Josh Allen and Don Kincaid, congratulating you on what you did. And I'm like,
that's fucking
for
fire.
that, I'm just like, damn, bro. I'm like, that's big. So, I mean, and he's a real cool guy. He's one of those guys that's either, if he likes you, he likes you. If he don't, he don't.
Yeah.
But, I mean, him showing love like that off the jump, the first time meeting him, I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, so I watch a lot of Nelk and the Happy Dad. Yeah. Like, just seeing how he interacts with them all the time. I'm like, yo, this dude is cool as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Nelk boys are dope as fuck. Did you get to meet them yet?
Them guys will be there this coming one. So, Steve will do it. There's a lot of celebs that will be there. I'm telling you.
Steve is my fucking favorite. YouTube, bring Steve back.
You got to.
What? It's not even like he's not even doing anything horrible to like.
No.
There's people on there doing way worse shit.
The biggest thing he was doing is he was publishing or having a sponsor, which was Stat Hero, and pushing that little brand and just saying that before every one of his clips, and then YouTube just wasn't rocking.
Oh yeah, because he didn't take the .com or something off that one time. He got one strike, and you kicked him off. Well, I'm gonna be the next one. They're gonna be like goodbye.
Right, come on. So I mean, all them guys should be there this time. There's a lot of TikTokers that are there. Last time, Mike Tyson was there. We had Aiden Ross, Dan Bazilian was there. So it's just a lot of Cowboy Cerrone, like a lot of guys like that. I'm like, damn, like this is big.
I feel like even the UFC guys are gonna start to come out to watch it.
Oh yeah, my first match that I had commentating that match was Daniel Cormier and Kamaru Usman.
That's dope as fuck.
Like, that's crazy. And then someone that's always there commentating, Michael Bisping.
That's dope.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
that's fucking dope.
Dream, dude.
Yeah. Like to even think like, yo, I'm slapping the shit out of people and doing this. Like this is what I get to do.
Right.
I'm like, yo, that's gotta be dope as fuck.
Nah, man, it's humbling for sure.
And then the food, like seeing it through like the Nelk boys when they go back to the food, they be blessing you guys with food, huh?
They be blessing. Like they, as soon as we get there, they'll go ahead and hand us a check, and that's just an allotment of, whatever we want to buy while we're out there. Yeah. And then as soon as the fight's over, they'll go ahead, take you, win or lose, they'll go ahead, take you to medical, make sure you're good. So for my past ones, they just look at my hand. How's your hand? Are you feeling all right? Good. All right, boom. And then a lady will come in, and she's like, all right, I need you to sign here, just to make sure I got it. And then, boom, hand me my check, and then that's it. Take me right back to the hotel. And then it's time to enjoy.
So you could stay there if you want to.
They try to ship everybody out because of there's been past instances where they've had power slap guys that have stayed there, but then because of maybe an official's call or because of, shit talking, that someone's actually run up on the stage, try to like really scrap.
Yeah.
So they try to get everybody out there, but as soon as we're done, we go back to the hotel and go straight to Stadium Swim, because that's where they have it playing on the Jumbotron there. So we just watch the rest over there.
And what about for the UFC? Do you get to go to any UFC fights?
There's been some tickets and like passes given to a lot of the other guys. I mean, for myself, I'll watch them, but my biggest thing is, just handling my business out there and then coming back home.
Coming back, yeah. And Stevie Johnson says that.
Yeah.
Handle biz, have fun, repeat.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll have my phone when I come back home enjoying with the people of
Yeah.
Buffalo. But other than that, out there, a lot of people. There's been a lot of folk that will take their money, boom, gamble.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead,
because you're in Vegas
yeah, they'll
too.
go straight gamble, straight to blackjack, all that. I take mine right to the bank. As soon as that's over, I mean, I just, I'll enjoy, I'll walk around, look at sightseeing and stuff. But other than that, when the fight's over, I'm just ready to take that flight in the morning home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a lot of fucking, I'm high as shit right now.
Are you straight?
But like where,
Spaced out.
yeah, where it's like, for me, that's a lot of determination I have to have, like, and willpower not to spend shit while I'm there. Like, I like to gamble. Roulette it's over. I see a roulette table, I'm there. I'm like, all right. But I know when to stop. Like, I can be like, yo, we're only putting $200 for the day. But like, if it's like, if I got a lot of money in my pocket, it's over.
Yeah.
Like, half of it's gone. Because I'm gonna be sitting there playing roulette.
Oh yeah.
Just hoping to catch that big fucking double up real quick. And I always go all on black, all the time.
I mean, even after the last one, there was a few of the guys that went to the Red Rock just to watch Dana White play blackjack. I mean, he's so smart with it too.
Oh yeah.
He'll go ahead. He knows when it's done. Yep. He'll go ahead. I mean, dude will throw in 100,000, 250,000. Boom! As soon as he wins, it's over. Like it's done.
They show that on the fucking fucking vlogs, and I'm like, yo, they're killing it right now.
Right.
And then how Dana would just be like, yo, here's 10,000.
That's it.
Fucking
just throw
Steve,
it.
like, yo, what the fuck?
Come on.
Like, you're sitting there and this man's giving you 10K and shit.
Like it's just some pocket change.
And then you got like Joe Rogan sitting back there watching, all these people just watching him play.
That's it.
But he's fucking phenomenal at poker.
Oh, 100%.
Or was it blackjack?
Blackjack. Yeah.
He's phenomenal at that shit. Like, it's like, yo, how are you so good?
Yeah.
Like, you are good. You like, you see him like, no, this one I'll take that loss. Like, and then he's like, he knows when it's gonna hit.
He knows when it's gonna hit, and then he just takes it.
And he's been kicked out of casinos.
Yeah,
like
he just takes their money.
Yeah,
he takes their money. It's done.
So you haven't gone and played at all?
I haven't played at all.
Good man.
I want to for sure.
Nah, yeah.
I mean,
who doesn't? It's all the lights and it's
you're in Vegas. It's all the lights. I mean, and especially with us, the hotel that got us, the Circa. That's old. The old Strip. You know, that's old downtown. So. I mean, and the blackjack table's beautiful. Everything inside there beautiful. So, I mean, it definitely wants me to do it, but then I'm just like, man, I know where this money could go.
What I could do with this, like,
so I go ahead.
How far it can go, especially in Buffalo.
Exactly.
You can go buy 3 houses in fucking. Right. Well, I don't know how much it is, but I can go get some houses in the east side and flip those shits.
Yeah, like I say, I mean, it's definitely profitable enough that I'm able to come back, put a lot of it in the bank, able to buy. You know, a new car, be able to buy a new truck, be able to put the rest, boom, in the savings. Now looking at ideas for a plot of land to build a house. Like it's nice. I'm really blessed right now. So I'm just want to win it all. Now I was able to do all the mission to this point, and now I'm ready to go ahead and put, Damien DeBell down. Ready to put in work.
You got anything coming into this like that you're like need to be aware of for him?
I say my biggest awareness for him is my power is undeniable. I mean, just my slap alone is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, and then not even just that, but just taking a slap too, I've got a jaw like nobody's business. Like nobody's business.
Crespo thought he's gonna put you to sleep,
so.
And you were like, it was like your little cousin was slapping you, like you were like, all right, and just walk. I'm like, not even a stumble off this man.
Yeah, you be seeing
that dude was like a short stock. Like he wasn't short, but he was stocky.
He was stocky, dude. Yeah.
I thought he was going to at least make you stumble, like just a little bit, but not even a stumble. And I was like, And then when he like stumbled back, I was like, I didn't think they were gonna call that.
I didn't think so either.
I did not.
I thought they were gonna let it go.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna let it go another one, and that's when I thought he was gonna lay the fuck out on that last one, because you could tell he was like dazed, but it didn't seem like. I did feel like that's the only thing is like you were gonna win it, but let him slap him one more time.
Yeah, like
let that last slap
that's
go.
what I'm saying. Like when they first did that match, like I won the coin toss, so I slapped him. I'm like, all right, cool, and he didn't go down. So even if you look in the replay, I nod my head. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get slapped.
Yeah.
So then he smacks me. I'm like, all right, that kind of just woke me up. I'm good.
And then this was it the first time you got slapped?
That was my first time by any of these guys. I've been back home or like here. I called my buddies up, just to prepare me. So they smacked me and stuff, and I was good. But it's like that was my first time getting slapped over there.
You gotta get Deion Dawkins to come slap you.
Tell you something like that, because I was that would go viral. That would go viral.
You just gotta motherfucking make sure like, no, you can't knock me out, because he big as fuck. Yeah. And he's like your size too. Like I met him recently. I'll tell you after how. But I can't be letting all these people know how.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, that first one, I mean, it was good. And then as soon as he smacked me, and then we went back and forth, and he smacked me the second time, like I was like, it's up now. Like I'm good. Like I was dialed in. Like I was ready to go. I get pissed off, but like I feed off that adrenaline.
Yeah.
Right? So
the blood rushes to your face, and all then
that, I was ready.
It rushes back into your adrenaline.
Like I'm smooth. So then I don't know. I wish they would have just let him smack me the third time, because I mean, other than that, I mean, people were, as soon as that match was over, people were either blowing up my phone or like I mean, obviously him shit talking and stuff. Just like, I don't know why the ref started up. Like people acting like this is my fault. The ref's the one that had to call that. Yeah. I was ready to come back around and do it again.
Yeah, it's not like you're the ref and you were like, yo, ref, come on, call this shit.
Yeah. And every single time I smacked him, what's he do? It's either he kept going like this. And when he's doing like this, he's talking about club.
Yeah, I did see that. He kept saying that you clubbed him.
Every single time.
But the way you smacking him, like, I can't see no club.
There was no club.
Because I was looking for it. I rewound it, and I'm like, club where? Like, there's no, that was clean.
Every single time.
When you touched your face earlier and showed how you do it, like, your hand fits perfectly on someone's face right there. Yeah. It's like, yo.
And my thing, too, is, like, I have such a big hand that, like, the first guy I smacked, Stevie, like, I put my hand right up here to his face, and my fingers were going like past his ear part, like on the back of his head, just because how big my hand is. So this gon' feel like a club, because I'm coming with you some boom.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I cannot get slapped by nobody.
I'm already knowing.
Yo.
One of my folks been like, yo, if that happened to me, hey, I'm gonna meet you outside. I got a clip waiting for you.
Yeah. Yo, I think I just started punching after that. Like, yo, you gotta have some, like, I can't think of the word, but like you have to like control yourself to not do shit and like have some type of control, and I don't got that shit. Like I was in the Army, still don't got that shit. Like no discipline, like it's over. It's up after that. Like, But for y'all to do that shit, I give y'all respect to be able to just take that shit. But then I'm like, y'all crazy as fuck for doing that shit too. You gotta be some type of crazy to be like, yo, I want to go up there and get slapped. Yeah. Like, and then they said, when I was like sitting there and they were talking, they were like, he hasn't got slapped yet. I was like, I started to think like, damn, he hasn't got slapped yet. Like, and I'm always 100% honest. So I was like, yo, damn, I hope we don't get fucking knocked the fuck out right now. Yeah,
everybody was telling me that too.
Yo, please don't go down right now, especially to Rochester. Like,
come on.
Rochester wants to be Buffalo so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I love you guys, Rochester. You're amazing, but fuck you guys at the same time. 100%. It's Buffalo every day. You guys love the Bills, so it's Buffalo all day. It's not the Rochester Bills.
They try to be us so bad, but like I had hella people hitting me up and just like, man, I don't know. You said you haven't been smacked yet, so I don't know where to put it at or what to think. And then when they saw, they're like, all right, yeah, he good.
Yeah,
He
that
good.
first slap, I was like, oh, yeah, we got this
Yeah,
one.
he good, yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
Like, it's over.
So they do the coin toss based off of the Nevada State Commission. So that's a complete unbiased area, group, fighting organization that lets people fight. So they have, they go ahead, maybe take two names, flip a coin, and say, okay, this one won heads, this one won tails, whatever. So from my last two, I won both of them. This one I lost. I lost the coin toss, but that really doesn't matter to me because I know that I signed up to slap or get slapped, right? And even knowing the guy that's about to slap me, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. And knowing myself, I'm like, as soon as he wakes me up with that first one, it's done. It's done because I'm gonna be turning up the rest of the time. Like I could continue getting smacked because I just need that first jolt and I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not worried at all.
Now, do you stay with one hand the whole time, or do you switch?
Some people switch. Some people definitely switch to throw their game or throw someone else off, or they'll switch the count, the 1, 2, or 3. But I mean, I keep my right just because I keep my right in my 3 because if I'm hesitant or if I just let it rip off the first one or go too fast with the second one, I feel like I'm not gonna get all my power. So if I go ahead and hit you with 3 and just keep that same momentum every single time and then just go through your skull.
I feel like you're in the same spot too. It's like
right on. I feel
because you're hitting the same
on the
shit,
money every single time.
Yeah, I'm like, because his face was turning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and yours was just like blush, like a blush red. His was all red. I'm like, yeah.
No, I was getting it on the money every single time because how they do it is you can't wear glasses or contacts.
Yeah, and you wear glasses, right?
Yeah.
I seen you put them on after.
So I took them off. So I'm out there blind. So I'm eyeballing it, and as long as my hand measures with the bottom of his lip, if I right here is the bottom of his lip, then I'm good. So I just keep my eye on the bottom of his lip the whole time, and then if I keep putting damage to that side of his face and hitting him on the mark every single time, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And this guy that I'm going against, he's inconsistent. Because there's been times he'll go ahead club, he'll go ahead hit you with a clean one, and it's just inconsistency that's what's going to be the factor.
Yeah.
Like I've been consistent all mine, never been called no fouls or nothing. So I'll tell you, if he ends up clubbing me, and for some reason I end up getting knocked out. If he ends up clubbing me and for some reason I get knocked out, I win.
What? Oh, okay.
I win because that's a disqualification on his part.
So
because
if they
he
knock
fouled,
you out on a club, you win automatically.
Automatically. So if I'm knocked out on a club, I win automatically.
Is there any overtime?
They've just recently, after the last one, like about 2 weeks later, they have a new rule now. It's called the redemption rule. So if I knock him out, right, he gets 2 minutes to, come to, make sure he's solid. He gets 1 hit. And if that 1 hit doesn't put me on the ground, then I win. But if that 1 hit does put me on the ground, then it ends in a draw.
So it extends it a little bit.
So it extends it just a little bit. But
yeah,
if you get put down, if I go ahead and put him down and they already reached the 10 count, and he has no signs of showing that he's up, it's done. But if he has signs that he's showing that he's up around 9 and 10 and he finally stands up, what they'll go ahead and do, call the doctor up. Doctor will tell him to walk to him and then have him walk to his left or walk to his right. And based on that aspect to see if that quick change of direction, if he's not solid, they'll go ahead and call the match. And that's what they did with the Crespo.
Yeah. I was just about to say that's what they did with Crespo. And when he walked to was it the right? I think it was. He like stumbled a little bit, and that's why he called it.
And he was fighting. I know he was fighting hard to make sure that he was solid and straight. But as soon as they told him to come here, and then walk to that right, that's when they called it. And then after the fact, that's when he fully came to, started
And he
jumping
started
around
jumping, yeah. He started,
doing all that.
oh, I'm good, I'm
Yeah.
good, look at me. And I was
Throwing a
like, yo,
tantrum
but you
and
did,
shit.
I did see that, and that's what I was wondering, is it because he, did, stumble a little bit, and that's why he was like, no?
Yeah.
Because I thought he could have, after he was, jumping, I'm like, oh, he's good. He can get slapped one more time.
There's been
Gonna knock him out.
There's been some folk, they'll give you an extended period. But I think now with this new rule that they established with the redemption rule, that if I go ahead and put him down and he comes to after the count, right? He gets a little 2 minutes, comes to after the count, he gets one slap to go ahead and try to put me down. And if he doesn't, then the match is done, I win. So they're ongoing, and they're building with the whole organization and the rules and everything. It just needs to stay consistent to what it's been, because if they change things every other week or every other month, then that's where folks are gonna have an issue. Luckily, there's been no major changes.
Yeah.
And that redemption rule, that's like a one out of 100 chance that's gonna happen.
Yeah. That's for a tie, right?
Yeah, that's very rare. So I mean, other than that, all the other rules, the big rules that they have, the clubbing, there's no stepping, you can't pivot your feet or nothing.
Yeah. You're pivoting your waist the whole time.
You got to have that torque in your waist.
Yeah.
You can have a little heel lift off of the ground when you slap, but you can't be all the way your heels all the way raised up or nothing.
Yeah, where you're on your toes rather than on the ball of your midfoot.
Yeah, they want just a little bit, because you're gonna blow out your knee if you keep your feet all the way firmly. If you're coming with that much force and energy, and then in one direction while keeping your leg in another direction, you might blow some. So it's just making sure you're solid. So I'm overall, it's cool.
Yeah. What are you excited for?
I love being in Vegas. Just the atmosphere, and just the biggest thing is being in Vegas, handling business, and coming back home. That's what I'm most excited for, because these past two, it's just been nothing but love. From here, local spots, whether it's Orchard Park or even downtown, at a few of the clubs, I'm real close with the owners of Bottoms Up and Venue. They'll have watch parties for my thing and played on there. Or at the Bills, they had a watch party for that. In Green Bay, where my pops is working now, they had a watch party with a lot of the coaches and the players who were watching that too. So it's the growth of how this is really pushing itself, and how it's pushing itself to be a new form of sport competition. It's exciting, and to have people recognize and realize, oh, hey, you're the person that slap people, or you're the person that does this. I'm just yeah, but that's all cool to the aspect, but I don't really like folk coming up to me. I really try to keep to myself. Yeah. But it's the aspect of being recognized of what I'm trying to do for Buffalo, trying to push Buffalo's agenda out there for everybody.
Do you got a song you come out to?
Yeah, so one of the DJs at downtown, DJ Adam, AB, he went ahead and put up a mix between the Bills chant and Buffalo Soldier. So it's a real cool vibe, but that normally plays after my match when I win. Coming out to the match, I normally play 50 Cent if I can't, and then rock it like that. Yeah. So it's exciting. And you open the doors, boom, walk on out, they be playing that, people going nuts, hype up. It's crazy. They introduce your name, call you out, in this corner, Dwayne Grespo, in this corner, Nate. And it's exciting to hear the audience's reactions for each name. Yeah. Some people, the last one with Crespo, folks are going absolutely insane with with myself, but then they called him out and announced his name, and like there's really crickets. You know what I mean? So it's exciting to like build that hype.
Yeah. No. Oh, he's not in here. I was gonna be like, we gotta go to one. That'd be dope as fuck.
It would.
It'd be dope if they did one in Buffalo.
They're in the cusp right now of trying to get it sanctioned in other states to go ahead and do that. And I talked.
So it's only in Vegas.
So it's only in Vegas right now, but they're trying to get it elsewhere. With the whole, let's see, the house, where they have the house, like the Ultimate Fighter deal, that what they've been doing with the Power Slap. They did this last one is in Vegas, but they're trying to do the next two. They're trying to do one in Vancouver, and then in the future they want to go to Abu Dhabi. So
that'd be dope.
It's crazy.
Abu Dhabi, like they like sports and entertainment out there, so they're down.
So they're really trying to get it sanctioned in a lot of states right now, so that way it's solid. Like I mean, the whole background of going into the Power Slap. For myself, I had to go through so much medical clearance that I didn't even realize was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Because they go ahead and they list you as an MMA UFC fighter. If you go on the UFC website, even now or later, you go.
No, you're on there.
Click on athletes. I'm on there, and they send you a letter in the mail with a card that shows it's your license. It's your combative license through the MMA UFC. It's crazy.
That's
Absolutely insane. Like I legally can't whoop someone's ass here or in
unless
Vegas.
you're working, right?
Yeah, unless I'm working. Like I legally can't whoop someone's ass here or in Vegas. I legally cannot, because if I do, it's assault a deadly weapon.
Fuck. Don't be fucking with them. You're gonna slap the fuck out of
Man.
you.
But it's insane. It's all of it's just been a blessing, man. Like for real.
Yeah.
It's just been a blessing. It's just showing like the love like from here, and from my family mostly. Like that's been the biggest thing, and being able to support them too, even more so. I mean, my mom and dad, they're well off on their own, but being able to help them with even with some that I have, it's been nice.
No, that's dope as fuck. Oh yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you to see the fuck. I fucked that up. I'm so high. I'm excited to see what the future holds for you, and I'm excited for next week. Next week, Wednesday, is gonna be fucking dope.
October 25th, live and free on Rumble. Tap in.
Yeah, I'll be watching for sure. I'll message you as soon as you fucking knock them out too.
Come on, no doubt.
You get a belt?
You get a belt.
Oh, we gotta take a picture together with that belt when you come back.
This one's the belt match, so they'll go ahead as soon as it's over. I'm already been manifesting it of what it's gonna be. As soon as it's over, Dana White will go up to you, put the belt on you, and then you just take that home. That's yours. You're now considered as the UFC Power Slap Heavyweight Champion of the world.
That's fire as fuck.
So,
only 1 week away.
only 1 week away. And
I'm
itching and scratching to go.
Yo, it gave me goosebumps. That shit sounds so fucking dope.
The whole atmosphere itself is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's really,
We gotta go.
something else.
Where is it? In Vegas?
It's in Vegas. But we can't go to this one,
is
bro.
great. We're going to Vegas.
I wish. I would fucking be
Topher and I
out.
are going.
Man,
I'd be out like a fucking light.
My man needs a media crew. No.
come on.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
you
We
guys
can.
probably already got to connect on that.
We can. I mean, he's rocking on his own over there at Green
Oh,
Bay.
see.
But I mean, y'all more than welcome.
Oh, your dad does media?
Yeah, so he was the assistant video director here in Buffalo for the Bills, but now he's with the Green Bay Packers as their video director. So he just started. He's been with the Bills for about 17 years. He's just started with Green Bay just this past season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like doing all the like.
He's like the big huddle guy, like like he'll go ahead and take the videos, the wide angles from the field, not what you see on TV, but like the wide angles from the field. As soon as he has that, boom, he'll go ahead, send those on demand right then and there to the coaches on their tablets, so that they can go ahead and say, because all the coaches have tablets on the side, and they'll go ahead and be like, okay, They ran a forefront this one, so all right, this is what we need to adjust in our scheme, and then keep it running like that. So he does that. He'll take the whole film of the game, break it down individually, send it to coaches, players, staff, and then like just big on that. So a lot of the behind the scenes work, but really on the scenes work too.
So you used to break your tapes down for you and everything.
Yeah, well, for football in high school, I used to break my tapes down. When I was at ECC, he would come just to watch as a spectator and watch. I mean, even when I played at SWASU, he would just watch and spectate. But for when I was in high school, he helped break it down and just show me. He'd be like, okay, he helped me really get involved in studying film, and that's what really like pushed me to study film in ECC and at SWASU. Even now with Power Slap, just okay, this is what you need to look for if they're doing this, or this is how you should adjust yourself when they're doing that. So I've always been around cameras and media, and that's what pushed me to have that degree in myself to more of the behind the scenes work of things.
Oh yeah. So, fuck, I had something, but I'm fucking stoned as fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I appreciate you coming through.
100%.
And
Appreciate you.
You want to throw your Instagram out there for them?
Yeah, so it's Nate_Burnard, BURNARD. Twitter is gonna be N8__91. And then all I gotta say is tap in live and free on Rumble, October 25th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pacific Time, 6 p.m., 8 p.m. Central Time. Let's get it.
I appreciate you guys tapping in. Make sure you go like, subscribe, comment, do all that shit. Make sure you go check out the Buffalo Soldier, and when he goes to defeat, I don't know the guy's name. We don't care, because he's going to be the champion, and he's going to become the heavyweight power slap champion of the world and bring the belt home to Buffalo. But yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace the fuck out. Oh yeah, I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, man, appreciate you.
Damn, that blunt got me. Fuck. I ain't smoked all morning.